All right, so we have a couple hours here where we will do session 47 that might be the end, whether it be good or bad. Last session, Sarissa and Neil were hanging out with the centaurs. Bugdog was working at the camp. Rio was watching out for the dragon, trying to figure out its pattern. The dragon was seen to leave Icespire Peak about an hour after Rio completed like his normal morning routine, which means that the dragon might hunt in the morning most often. After a few minutes of landing near Coneyberry, Rio monitored it flying back to the peak. Sarissa and Neil made their way back down to camp, got Bugdob, took him to Fanolin, exchanged horses for mules. The town master only really had 2 mules that he could trade for the horses, but I think you guys went to... It was unacceptable for you guys. You went to Neverwinter, bought 6 mules, kept your horses, had a really good rousing performance night at the inn/tavern for free drinks, room, board, stables, etc., breakfast. Rio, in the meantime, snuck his way solo up the Icespire Peak path and during the day and found an entrance into the keep. Heard the dragon stirring. The dragon was flying. Rio hid himself pretty well. Also, he heard some footsteps within the keep while the dragon was out. Some running and scurrying in the keep. Sarissa and Neil now actually made their way to Bugdob, sent Fluffy and the kitties to hang out with the centaurs, and Bugdob, Sarissa, and Neil made their way with the mules to Rio's cave that he found near Icespire Peak to kind of set up a home base. There was some strategizing in the cave, and then you guys slowly and stealthily made your way up the Icespire Peak pathway. And after about 3 hours, because you're going slow, so half speed, you heard the dragon kind of stirring, waking up. You tried to do a group stealth check, including all of the mules that are carrying like incendiary barrels of oil, basically, that could be set up, lit up, etc., to do explosion and fires and whatnot. But you did not beat the unfortunate natural 20 of the dragon's perception check.
Oof.
But the dragon was kind of hovering above your white sheet that was covering yourselves and the mules and your whatever you're bringing with you. So Sarissa used thaumaturgy up the path to make a loud sound to draw the dragon's attention, to distract the dragon from one of the mules that you slapped on the ass to have it run back down the path as a distraction.
Slap the ass on the ass.
Slap the ass on the ass. And so the dragon was distracted based on a roll of mine and didn't notice that the mule came out of nowhere, basically. Not a smart dragon. It just is what it is. And has dive bombed the mule. And that is where we're picking up. And I need to roll for the dragon's dive bomb attack here. And I have its stats in my various pictures of my welding stuff. Okay, so...
one question: Are we as close as we look to the top of the trail?
Oh,
I assume, like when I zoom out and look at the map, like we are.
What do you mean by top of the
trail? Where we are, right?
What do you mean by top of the trail?
Well, to where to where this fortress is.
Yes, yeah. This pathway is what you're traversing.
Just as it looks. That's all I'm saying. Because I thought we were farther down on our approach, but as the way we are laid out right now, that we're actually not that far from the gates of the fortress.
You are not that far. It's the fact that you guys were moving slowly to be stealthy, it just gave the dragon more time to wake up, to harry you, become a nuisance.
Okay.
The dragon is going to try to... It has multi-attack, however, it's going to try to only fly and claw, like grab with its claws, this mule. And it's a +7 to hit. There's no way that a dirty 20 doesn't hit a mule. So the dragon does pick up the mule. Very low chance that it kills it, but if you guys want to look up the hit points of a mule, I don't think it matters at this point. Yeah,
Probably not.
Yeah, so the dragon is dive bombed, got the mule
Got
the mule in one of its clutches, and keeps flying, like kind of gliding, kind of back down the path a bit. It was trying to do this all in one motion. We're gonna say that dragon plus mule, and I'll get some fog going for you guys here as well. So like another 30 or 40 feet off. Where's the... Let's just do polygon. We're just gonna do So, dragon has flown back down the pathway that you guys came and landed.
While that's going on, Sarissa's going to fire up her Shield of Faith before I forget. Like, it's just going to be slap the ass. As soon as the dragon's gone, she's going to mutter and fire that up.
Yeah, we all should, like, drink our potions of cold resistance, too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
before we forget.
While the dragon is doing this, you guys have a round to prep whatever you want.
So we'll tell Bugdob to drink his too.
Did it see us?
Yeah.
I don't know. Did it see us?
Potion of cold resistance.
I assume we're like all huddled beneath our white camo cloaks.
Sounds accurate to me.
When you use your potion of cold resistance, like, if I click the little box that says charge, does that do anything? I mean, does it?
No, I don't. Not in terms of the character sheet. It doesn't.
Okay, it just means so you know that you used it in case you don't have time to like delete it or something. You can just be like, I used this, it's gone.
Exactly. Yep.
Instead of dicking around and trying to get in and delete it right in the middle of battle. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what?
Bugdob drank his.
Actually, yeah, it lasts for an hour. Let's drink it now.
Yeah, we might as well.
I'm gonna drink mine now.
Well, or should we drink it now, or should we wait until we see the dragon coming back and we know he's looking for us? He's within the next hour. He's awake. He found a mule. If he doesn't find us, well.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is Sarissa drank hers, Neil drank his, Bugdob was told to drink his. Rio, have you drank yours?
I drank mine.
Okay. All right.
I got one for Adon. When we summon Adon.
Yeah.
We're gonna not go into initiative yet, but Dragon has landed with Mule during the time of the dragon's flight. Dive bomb, landing with Mule in its clutch. You guys drink your potions. I'll give you another 6 seconds here if you want to do anything else.
Hold on. Let me make sure my Shield of Faith is turned on. Yeah, it's good. I just fired.
I think we're gonna. I think we should keep hiding. He hasn't seen us yet.
Yes, I agree. So we can hunker down.
Okay. Since the dragon is currently distracted, let's do another stealth check amongst everybody.
Okay.
Did we have you guys roll for the mules? I'm not... Did I roll
so.
for them?
And they all failed.
I think I rolled for them, but I don't remember for sure. Oof. You don't want me rolling. That's a 1.
So
Neil rolls a 15.
I did 17 plus. I got 18. That's not bad. I can't complain.
Actually, we'll say that I rolled a 1 for the dragon.
Okay. Do you want me to roll for the
No,
mules?
he rolled a 1. It ain't gonna be an issue at this point, but
Oh, okay.
could be an issue in a few turns. So what do you guys want to do? Let's say the dragon is fully distracted, starts munching on this mule. Rest in peace, mule.
So, do we want to try to make it up to the fortress or just hunker down? Like, what's the chance?
Ahead of us or behind us? Is it behind us? 'Cause I don't see it on the map.
The dragon is.
He's down.
He's
down the trail.
Go to the top right on the map. I thought that I have removed fog.
He's down trail.
Oh, I see.
Neil.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I see.
He's flown down, and so we're not going to be super obvious to him because he's downhill. There's trees and rocks, and so if we, so we could decide: do we want to try to do the 300 feet, but it's like how long is he going to be distracted though?
The squares on the map are going to be accurate. So aside from, the weird positioning of how you guys are it's a very thin pathway.
Yeah, I measured it. It's about 300-ish or so to get up to.
Is that the plan? Are you guys going slowly up the path, trying to maintain stealth?
Yes, I would like to attempt it. And
okay. I'm going to say you guys have 3 rounds before another stealth roll of the dragon being distracted by the mule it's eating. So
can we dash then? So that'd be like 6 or double the speed.
If you want to dash, what I'm saying is that while you are stealthing, I'm going to give you 20 feet per round. If you want to dash, you get 40 feet per round. So if there's no other actions the rest of you want to take during this phase, you can move 120 feet up the path while the dragon munches for these 3 rounds.
And that gets us 120 feet, and it's about 300 feet. Well, it'll be almost halfway there is what'll happen, is we can make it almost halfway.
We're only
going
to go 60 feet. He said we can go 20 feet.
So 20 feet normally while stealthing.
Oh,
but
yeah. You're dashing just 40 feet total.
So 120, it's about 300-ish, maybe a little more, give or take. So not quite halfway.
And then we have to make another stealth check, right?
Yeah. Whomever is the leader, let's move that leader token along the path 120 feet, if that's what you're all choosing to do. If any of you think that you're going to be using an action during that time to do anything else, then you would not have that particular 40 feet to move. It'd be 20 for that round, but so you might be left behind.
So, on the other side, if we get caught out in the open, this thing, it hits us once and you're fucked. Like near death, fucked. Even with cold resistance, you take half the damage, so you get hit twice and you're fucked.
Yeah, we'll be fine. Let's try it.
Okay. So, yeah.
We got these barrels of oil. Let's see if we can get them all the way into the lair.
Yeah, and we've got Bug Dub kind of ready too if we have to. He could theoretically chuck it up in the air, you know what I mean, if he had to.
Yeah. But
okay.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So whomever is in the lead, move your token 120 feet up the path.
So.
And then the rest can.
I can go first if you want. It's about. Yeah. All right. We'll get up with Rio because he's first. He's.
Can we move the cart stuff?
Yeah. Or I suppose we could just line them up and just like move a keg to indicate kind of where
Hold on.
everybody
I think
is.
I know how to move them all. I think. Or maybe I don't. No, I don't. Oh wait.
Hold on.
There. Oh yeah. Okay, hold on. Let's try.
Okay, that's not gonna work.
So I was kind of hoping at least somebody would attempt to use the squares that are already on the map, but you didn't. This is 120 feet for the lead person.
Oh.
The squares exist. They should be used.
I was just following the other tokens.
I just used the measuring tool.
But you're not moving in a straight line.
I moved in a straight line till I hit a wall. Then I moved another segment. Then I moved another segment.
So you have a mule leading, as is tradition. Cool. Let's do another. Actually, up to you. The dragon is starting to kind of like. It's had some food. It's starting to lift into the air with the remnants of the mule that it has not eaten yet. We'll call this another round. You can decide if you want to move another 40 feet dashing with stealth, or if you want to risk trying to move 80 feet because you think the dragon might be distracted still.
I wonder if we could just like hunker down and just, or do we want to try to move? Yeah. Like if he's flying back, you know how it is when you're heading home with your bag of McDonald's, you're not necessarily paying that much attention. You're just trying to, I don't know. What do you think, Rio and Neil? Stealth? Okay. Stealth it is.
Okay. Yeah, let's hook her down.
Yes.
Okay. Give me your stealth checks.
Okay.
One roll for Bug Dob.
One for Bug Dob. Let me see.
And we're just going
20.
to 20. Okay. We're gonna just say that the mules.
19.
Okay. The mules on average are just average.
Oh, an 18 plus 1. For me, sweet.
How about Bug Dob?
Bug Dob. Oh, Bug Dob got a natural 20.
I think, doesn't he have plate armor?
Yeah, but he's never had a natural 20. I've never rolled a natural 20 for him.
But he has plate armor, right?
Yes, I think.
So disadvantage on stealth.
I shit you not. Look at this. I got another natural 20. I am not
20?
kidding. I've never rolled 2 20s. That's like getting 2 Yahtzees in a row, kind of. Well, not really, but
No.
No, not at all. But
mathematically, no.
It sounds. Yeah. It's the opposite of getting Yahtzee because it's a single dice rolling well twice versus 5 of them.
All right, so
I bet Yahtzee twice in a row once when I was like 11.
Your very, very good stealth rolls as a group make up for the average. We're just going to call it from now on average stealth rolls for the mules. And the dragon, in no hurry, flies about that far during this turn.
OPQRS.
It ain't moving quick. Just it's got the mule in its whatever is left of the mule in its claw. You got another turn here. You know what?
How far can we make it?
Let's say that, okay, you guys can do another, if you're all dashing, if nobody else is using their actions for anything else, you guys can all move. You haven't moved yet, so give yourselves 80 feet of movement You're still under. We'll call it just 2 rounds, just because it was really good rolls.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Dragon makes it to about there.
65, 70, 75. 80 is about, like, here-ish. Count the squares. So, can you see my little squiggly thing?
Hold on.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
To where?
I think we look kind of hilarious.
Here?
I can see everybody just like tippy-toeing along.
I just
Bug
went 21 squares to where I'm at. That which would be 100 feet.
Well,
yeah, I
You
measured
guys
right here, but I
have
couldn't.
squares?
Yeah. You have to zoom in really far to see them. Like I have to make it so that
Not
it's
that
so
far.
big that I can only see 1 square at a time to see them. They're tiny. Or very faint, but they're there. Hold on. Let's see.
Yeah, so I think where Rio and I are is right.
10, 15, 20,
Yep.
25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. Yep.
do I hear 55? I hear 49.
I could do auction talking, no problem. Like, I naturally speak ridiculously fast.
I do not. All right.
Okay.
So now, with the dragon closer and slightly less distracted, we're going to say that unless you guys want to roll individually for the mules and risk it, I'm going to say that the mules roll a collective 9 instead of a 10. There's more sound audible, there's more smell coming from them, so they might drag your overall stealth roll down further than normal.
I'm wondering if we shouldn't leave a couple of them kind of behind.
Or you could do that. You could play some more booming sounds and then have mules run out from, I don't know, whatever you want to do. But you can hear the dragon's wing beats. They're, as you can see, although you really can't see out of your sheet that well, you can hear the flaps of the wings pretty close, not 30, 40 feet away. So what you want to do?
So let's hunker down, let it pass, then we'll sneak up and assault it.
You want to hunker?
Stealth good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One more stealth check.
And a 30.
Oof. 10 from Neil.
Okay, hold on. Sarissa did okay. 16 plus 17. Let's see, Bug Dog, he got 19, and then well, I'll just let it hit the floor and see what it is. 16. Sorry,
Okay.
I forgot I had my headphones on. So 19. So yeah, I just let it keep rolling.
Since you guys chose to stop and hunker rather than, I mean, those are all very good rolls anyway, but the DC was going to be lower because you chose not to be moving during this time. So, how many? You guys can kind of hear the wing beats moving to the southwest. That's about 1 round. Do you want to continue hunkering?
Yeah.
You want to hunker until you stop hearing wing beats?
Yeah.
Okay. Your stealth rolls were more than fine for that. So the dragon you hear from your distance, you might hear the some kind of thud of claws and dragon paws on stone some distance away.
All right. I peek out from underneath the sheet.
You see cliffs, snow on the path. You would see the keep walls at this point to your south. Some of those are visible, right? Well, you can see some of them on the map, but like I'll try to remove some others.
I get the idea. We're coming up on a big what looks like the entry tower or something.
And are these scree slopes along here, or are they more like solid rock?
They are. I don't know what scree means.
Think of it as like the loose, like if you try to climb up, it's it just kind of half of it falls down as you're trying to go up versus solid rock.
You get the idea that if you are a decent climber, you might be able to traverse them, but you also do not know the stability of these cliffs.
But they don't look like scree, at least. Okay, so that's good to know.
I'm going to try to reveal as much.
Nope. I'm not going to try it. I just want to make sure nothing's going to come sliding down on our heads.
Okay, let's go. Let's just take everything up the trail.
Okay.
And then Rio would have knowledge of this trail that he traversed the first time and only time he has been here, and
Okay.
Are you continuing to be stealthy, or kind of just like moving at a normal speed? What are you guys doing?
Stealth.
Okay.
Definitely stealth.
All right. I'm gonna keep. Well, since you're moving again now, let's get a group stealth. The mules are back to an average of an we'll say an 11, so they won't drag you down if you roll well.
Okay.
That's one.
30-20.
Oh,
Dang.
that one fell into my lap, so it doesn't count. All right, that one's 15.
I listened to a podcast where they call that crotch dice. And
yeah, that's kind of like, does it count?
Yeah, they choose, before they see the result, they choose whether or not it counts.
I just automatically, if it hits me, even if it's good, it doesn't count.
It's all good.
So, Sarissa got 17, Bugdob, he got a 14 and a 13, so 13.
Bugdob with -2 dex and disadvantage keeps rolling above a 12?
Oh wait, 14, 13, 12.
Jeez. Wow.
Yeah, he's like I said, usually he fails. He's literally failed this entire game.
Rio?
So I think all my 20s and all my high rolls have been burned out. Maybe I should use a different dice.
Rio?
I'm sorry. My supervisor was distracting me. Another stealth roll.
Kitty.
21.
Okay.
Good lord.
With the average of 11 for the mules, you guys are good. You can hear some crunching.
Bugdob has the sheet tied under his chin. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like when you're a kid and you put the towel over your head and you tie it under your chin, and he looks just adorable for an ogre.
I'm trying to figure out, does he just have one sheet for himself and the rest of the sheets are for the rest of you?
No, we made sure he has enough sheets over him, kind of like they did with E.T. Remember that in the movie where they had it tied over his head? It was so cute.
For the sake of brevity, and because those stealth rolls were once again pretty good, you guys hopefully can see most of the pathway that Rio traversed. I'm going to clear the walls. You can see those two. I think that should be adequate here. So, But you should be able to see the entire pathway up to the entrance, which is where my little blue or aquamarine dot is circling right now. And due to your stealth rolls, you just continue to hear munching of giant teeth and mandibles on bone and flesh, and you probably think it's a good thing you continue to hear that, because if you stopped hearing it, it could mean the dragon kind of heard you or sensed you.
He's paying attention.
Yeah. So move your tokens along the path however you see fit. I believe you had 6 mules with 6 barrels, and I do believe somebody said that they removed the barrel from the mule before you spanked it.
Yes.
So where is that extra barrel currently?
We had them doubled up on the... We had 3 extra mules, and then it was doubled up.
Oh shit! Yeah, you had two per mule, and then 3.
Yeah, and then we had the 3 extra in case. So if somebody went lame, we could split it. But if not, we also have them. Ready to slap on the ass.
So this barrel that I'm putting right next to Bugdob is on, or it wasn't, but it's on one of the 3, one of the 5.
There should be 2 unencumbered mules. We lost 1, 2 unencumbered, and then 2 that have an equal load on each side.
Copy. You guys don't have to move everybody like 10 feet at a time. As if you guys wanted to get up to the entrance where I'm circling right now, you can just move.
Let's see. Okay. So
just make sure you're in the proper marching order when you get to this entryway, like who's in front, who's in back, where are you, etc. Maintaining the fact that it's probably only about 5 feet wide for this pathway.
Let's see.
So it's gonna be pretty single file, except for like Neil if he wants to be on somebody's shoulder.
Yeah, like should we leave the cart along the way? Like, do we need to be dragging this cart with us this entire way, or? Because the barrels are on the mules, so
I mean, we're gonna harvest the dragon scales to bring back to the dwarves.
We can go back and grab the cart at any point. We don't need to be dragging it along with us on the attack, do we? Is there something in it?
Take it in.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, is there something we need for the attack, or can we just kind of,
That was my question earlier. It's like, you guys already discussed the fact that the dragon's body would be frozen, so you wouldn't need to have a cart with you when you killed it. But then you chose to have the cart anyway, and I was...
Yeah, I don't want to come back for it.
Yeah, so we'll kind of just set it off, down.
So yeah. The cart position is probably the least of my worries. It's where you guys want the living beings.
Yeah, and we could leave the other 2, like I said, the extra mules we'll have, in the back, so they're not in the way. Or we can have them hooked on. Yeah, how do we want to show up at the door?
I don't know. Can I fly up on the top of this and look on top? And see anything up on top?
Yeah, you're a flying being. You can do what you would like to do. I'm trying to recall if this is... that's going to be complicated. There's actually 2 maps here.
Oh, boy.
And I can't remember. So that's ground. You guys are on... Hold on a second. I think I have the shadows going, so you guys won't be able to see this. Yeah, okay, good. So that's... Okay, I've been using the wrong map this whole time, but that's fine. We can figure this out. Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, so yeah. We'll get the shadow going here. Oof, my bad.
I see the sweepy thing.
I can't give away too much, and that's what I'm trying to do right now. Luckily, I have become fairly adept at this tool, so... Oh, nope, I fucked up. Hold on. I spoke too soon about my dumbass adeptness.
No. Take your time, it's fine. I'm staring at my character sheet, thinking.
I'm thinking, what you doing with your life, you idiot Riley?
Did somebody bring Alchemist's Fire? Did somebody bring Alchemist's Fire?
Nerd, did you bring it?
Nerds.
I don't think I see it in my backpack.
I've got some.
Okay. That's pretty good. Okay. You can actually see the door, the arrow slits, etc. in the walls. Not all of them, obviously, but... Yeah. We have a Boog Doob. Sorry, once again, you have to place these where you want them, but... Card is down there somewhere. You guys can resize it. Bug Dub is obviously not that large. Barrels, obviously, same thing as well.
They're that big.
They're gigantic. It's super. It's stupid that you guys are appropriately sized and they're not. But whatever. Where are the horses? There they are. Okay, so that should be all the tokens we need on the map. Please resize them, position them how you see fit, and while all of that's happening, what are you doing once you reach the door?
I want to fly and see if there's something on the roof.
You said that. Sorry. There are ceilings all around, but you could fit through with your smallness. I would assume you could be able to squeeze through an arrow slit. All of the arrow slits that you see on the map currently are second story.
Okay. So I could at least peer in one.
You could fit through one given your stature and that you're not wearing like plate or something like that, or a non-squishable armor,
Okay.
If you want to. But, tell me, do you want to fly around all of the arrow slits and look inside, or just one in particular?
No, we don't need to do that. I mean, there's only one way into this place.
For them, yes. For you could probably fit into any of these, but...
Yeah, I mean, unless you guys want to go in the front door and have me go in one of these side slits and surprise him, but I think we're better off just assaulting the through the front gate together.
I'm gonna put Sarissa and Rio up in this group. I don't know where you wanted to be in the group, but or at least with them now. And you want to leave...
Hold on, I gotta get my other headphones. I can't quite hear. Hold on, okay. Keep talking.
You guys want to leave these two mules down with the cart, the ones that aren't laden with the barrels.
Sure.
Okay. Let me just, while she's doing that, I'm going to remove some more fog. Not a lot, but just down in this pathway. Just for my own completionist. That's fine. You have one giant barrel.
Hey, Sarissa, can you do prestidigitation again? Possibly to create a diversion to get it to come out again? Then we could go in while it's out?
She did thaumaturgy last time.
Or thaumaturgy? Hey, Sarissa, could you like maybe do thaumaturgy again and make the sound of another
Yes.
mule, and we could see if it would come out, and we could enter try to get in while it's outside.
Yes, we can do that. I can throw it down the slope.
Right. Well, we do have those two mules already down there, but I don't want to sacrifice.
If we don't have to murder a living being.
Yeah. So we're thinking just like throw it back over from where we came.
Yeah, just throw it like down slope as far away as I can. 'Cause probably, yeah.
Okay.
We can't get real far, but so I could just throw it kind of up in the air, out. So.
Is there a door in front of us? Are we looking at a door?
Indeed.
What kind of a door is it?
I would guess wooden. It doesn't say. Does it say?
And where's the dragon flying out of? Up by where the low bridge is?
I don't think we really saw.
Like 100 feet to the west-ish.
Okay, so he's more like in this direction. He's coming out.
The doors are made of wood, fitted with rusty iron handles and hinges.
Yeah, so we could push ourselves up against the building, kind of right here, and I can throw a sound out, you know what I mean, just kind of out over the trees, kind of in the same general direction we came from.
Yeah.
I mean, you currently don't have any dragon attention on you at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, let me check this for traps. Can I check to see if there's any traps on the door?
Maybe we don't want to get the dragon's attention until we think the dragon's coming, and then we can fake him out. We could even have Rio shoot an arrow or something down slope, to hit something. It just cause a noise away from where we are.
Perception or investigation, whichever you choose.
I just did perception and got a 17.
Okay. The door is not trapped, as far as you can tell.
Should we just open the door?
We should pull out a tiny bit of the oil, though, and just put a little bit on the hinges so it doesn't creak or squeak or make any noises. You know what I mean? You can even spit on it, just something, so it doesn't go.
If it does, then you throw the noise down the hill.
But a door opening is a very specific sound. Like, I know, I think most beings, a door opening, So I'm thinking we need to put a tiny bit of oil on it or something, just so it doesn't creak.
Yeah, sure. What do you got?
Yeah, well, we've got oil with us, too. So, Yeah, so like I said, we'll just put a couple little drops. It doesn't take but 2 or 3 drops just to make sure, and you kind of rub the hinges so they're not all rusty. And you can tell by the way it looks, like, is this going to be louder? Yeah. So we'll just spend a little tiny bit of time just making sure, it's got a little oil worked into it. And
okay. You dab or rub oil into the hinges of this, the rusty hinges of this door, and You open it. There's a
You see,
question.
yeah. Do we
Okay.
just want to open the door
Yeah.
and try to sneak in?
I mean, yeah, let's take a look again. Just be ready to
Yeah.
throw your sound down the hill if we hear something.
Okay.
Rio,
Yeah.
it sounded like you were about to say something.
Yep.
You
Yes.
cut out after yep.
Good.
Your mic is only
So-
picking up like a third of what you're saying for some reason.
Yeah. I'm hearing you now, I think.
That's all I said.
Okay. So the door opens outward. Are you guys positioned where you want to be? And who's opening it?
I'll open it. I'm fine because I can fly away.
Right.
wherever I need
Is
to be.
everybody where you want them to be?
Hold on.
Marching order.
So as a paladin, before we do this, can I use my aura of protection on every?
I'm
Let's make
pretty
sure
sure
everybody's close
that's
enough.
passive.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna put that on, and that means everybody gets. I think you get a. Let's see, equal to your charisma gains a bonus. So what is? So everybody would. Your charisma modifier.
Hey, let me summon a Don real quick, and
Okay.
and he can drink his potion.
Okay, yeah. And then
right.
everybody will get a +4 on their, yeah.
Okay,
Saving
Adon
throws.
drinks a potion of cold resistance as he materializes out of thin air on the cliff face of this mountain with us.
Oh, you have the token. Good.
Yeah. And we go shh like this, and Charissa will put aura protection on everybody, and I'll let Neil interact with Adon and get his.
I like how you
Cold.
shushed Adon as if, like,
Yeah.
they always are summoned to existence saying, "Hey, how is everybody doing?"
Exactly.
Never once. though.
Yes, Adon also says, I have a prayer that I can say before we go in.
So everybody has an aura of protection. It's a +4 to any saving throws.
Within 10 feet of Sarissa.
Yeah. Well, that's how far they have to be, so I'm assuming we're
Yeah.
all huddled up, so it should hit everybody.
Let's not assume anything. That's why I've asked for marching order a few times, but yeah. So Neil's opening the door. Adon is where Adon's token is. Or do you want him to be behind Sarissa? Like,
Sure. Yeah, I'll put it behind Sarissa. Can he go ahead and cast a spell?
sure. And at this point, since you are keeping track of Adon, he would have a normal, if you want, a normal +1 weapon that is, appropriate for him, and a normal +1 armor or shield that is appropriate for him, like proficiency wise. And then spells and whatnot as normal.
I will take the +1 shield.
Okay.
That would be great.
So yeah, you can modify that as we're going. Okay, so the door is opened. And
Can I say a prayer on everybody?
What's Adon casting?
Adon says, Suni, please bless Bugdab, Rio, and Sarissa, and grant them the power to win this battle. And I'm going to cast Aid at level 4.
Okay.
And
what is that?
that is going to give everybody 15 temporary hit points.
Everybody who was named.
Yes, the three. I can only do it on 3 people, and I named Bugdab, Rio, and Sarissa.
Okay. Bugdab. All right.
And for the duration of the fight, if I heal you, I actually can heal you up to your new maximum. The temporary hit points act as your new maximum, so I can actually
Nice.
when you can get your temp hit points back when I heal.
Which will probably
That's
come in
his only
handy.
4th level spell slot. I think it will work.
Yeah.
My god, my goddess will help us win this fight.
Mm. Yes.
Right.
So yeah, track that for Bugdob too. The plus 15 temp HP. And Rio, yeah, plus 15 temp HP.
All right. So when you open this door, after aid has been cast, you see stables. And you see 4 horses in 5 total stables. And the horses are saddled. Sorry, yeah, that's exactly right. So that's it for now.
You should probably go in quietly.
So far, the horses don't.
Shh, be quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so far they don't react to the door being opened or.
Yeah.
I will go over to one of the mules, rub my hands all over its coat, and then rub up against it. So I smell like equine.
Oh, so this D&D
And-
game took a weird twist, but that makes sense.
Nice.
And then stealth it.
Good idea.
Okay.
Nicely done.
Excellent.
And are these medium-sized creatures saddles?
They are normal riding horses with normal saddles.
Okay, so it's not a saddle for a small creature, it's a saddle for a medium creature.
They're regular horses, regular saddles.
Thank you.
Putting tokens might be useful
Listen.
later.
Copied Rio. Like, she saw him rubbing the mule, so she's like, all right, I have no idea what we're doing, but okay. He's the sneaky one.
Bugdob, watching Rio do it, watching Sarissa do it, lifts up a mule.
Rubs
just
it on him.
Yeah, rubs it, chest, shoulders.
Yeah.
The mule is entirely unhappy with this exchange.
Yeah. You're muted, Neil.
I'll be like, hey guys, Rio's trying to be stealthy right now, okay?
Yeah.
Give him space.
We'll be very quiet going in.
Given that, Bugdob lifting up the mule, I'm gonna roll for the mule to be. If it was only Rio, I don't think Bugdob would have done it, but seeing Sarissa do it, also. The mule is barely keeping its calm. So, no braying. But you could tell it's spooked by it. It was unhappy with that exchange with Bugdob. But yeah. You guys walk in. The horses inside seem okay. What do you want to do from there?
A look in each of the stalls.
There is
Anything special?
Nope, just 4 horses in 5 stalls.
Are the barrels? Where are the barrels? We get the barrels in here yet?
Yeah. We can bring the
You
barrels
haven't?
in with us. Do we want to?
I mean, if they were strapped to the mules, they.
Yeah.
So yeah, to keep this easy, let's say that we have a normal marching order. If things change from that marching order, just please let me know, and we can rearrange things as
Sure.
necessary. But if it's just like
Sure.
Sarissa leading the way, or Sarissa and Neil kind of flipping who leads the way, or Rio, like, do you want? Yeah.
Rio, just because he's a little more stealthy and can kind of check it out, and we'll just kind of follow his lead.
If anybody wants to just keep current with the tokens as you guys kind of traverse this area, just please do that. If anybody else is leading the way,
Yeah.
like, you can split up your duties here.
I don't want to keep moving the barrels, but we can.
I get you. I understand. If you want to delete the barrels and for now just, or like move them off to the side and just say that each mule has 2 barrels strapped to it, I'm okay with that. And then when you want to like
inside the stalls here, we got them in.
You can move them anywhere that you can see them. If they can be on the path somewhere, just put them out of the way. I don't care. Just don't touch these 4 horses that are to the right here, because those are not yours right now.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
got it.
I know. I mean, I have no. You can like
There
type.
There are horses in here. I missed that.
Yeah.
I said it a numerous number of times. 4 saddled riding horses. Alive, well.
There's 4 horses in the back of the stalls, and then our mules are right up front here instead.
If you want to write mule underneath your mules to make sure they're delineated from the horses, that would probably be helpful as well, or turn upside down or whatever. But Rio has progressed a little bit, and I assume that his progression is where Rio might actually be going. So let's reveal. Wait, I can't reveal that. Hold on. That's a door.
Cultists here.
All right, so Rio, you have come across kind of a hallway. To your west is a door. To your... Actually, I can reveal the rest of this little room, too. You have 3 more doors. But otherwise, it's just like a hallway kind of thing. You have a door to your southwest here, a door to your southwest, and then a door over here on like the east-south kind of thing. And no, sorry, this door as well, just directly across from you.
Okay, following the left wall.
Okay.
I open the first door.
All right,
and then immediately step back.
Okay, so when you open this door, you find a storage room, and I'll reveal it in a second after I read this.
I think when we see horses, we're going to realize there's probably people here, and we need to be very careful.
Is that what you're saying to the group, like in character? Or?
Yeah, like we would have had the whispered conversation, like, there are 4 horses here. There could be minions. We need to be extra stealthy and quiet to be safe, so somebody doesn't raise the alarm.
That's what we're doing. Shh.
So Rio, in the room that you opened, you have a storage room, empty wooden barrels and crates. They look like they've been here for a while.
Okay, I carefully, stealthily step back and advise the party what I found in door number 1.
Where's my freaking thing?
Sarissa's sketching a little crude map as we go. So, does anybody have the ability to reach out and see where other live creatures are, so we don't startle somebody and raise the alarm?
Yeah, don't you have something like detect good and evil?
I can detect like good and bad, you know what I mean? But normal people aren't going to register. I'll just know. I guess I can use my my detect evil and good just to reach out and make sure we don't have any, undead or anything like that. Does that make sense? Hold on. Yeah. Divine sense. So detect good and evil. So if they're undead, celestial, fiends, that kind of stuff. So I can at least reach out for 60 feet and make sure we don't have anything like that.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
All right,
Celestial fiends, undeads. So I'll just
nothing.
Yeah, okay. So at least we don't have to worry about undead or anything.
What we doing next?
Go back and check door number 2.
Yeah. And
Wait.
Real, you could sidle up to a door and listen, and you just tell if there's somebody in there moving around or something like that. Yeah.
Take a piece of parchment, roll it up, stick it to the door seam, and then the other end of my ear. And do I hear anything? Perception check.
In the door that you are at right now, you hear nothing.
Okay, oil the hinges, then slowly open the door.
Okay. In here, you see wooden cots lying in broken heaps against walls. You see some bedrolls and other gear that seems newer than the stuff around it. Wow, okay, sorry. And then a a being, a female elf, is surprised by you a little bit. She's sitting on a stool, singing quietly to herself and sharpening a knife. Wow, okay, I didn't know this is where they were. Okay. And then getting some sleep under some blankets near her is, I'm gonna say a what are they called? We'll call this one a half orc. A half orc is sleeping, and a dwarf is sleeping in another set of blankets nearby as well. But only one of them is awake, the female elf who is sharpening her knife. And the female elf notices you Hi. You...
Be charming, real.
Charming, right. Um,
You don't have to be charming. You could just leave.
right. I can say, which way's Albuquerque, or I can say, uh, be very, very quiet, or just say,
Why does it seem like you've been thinking for a long time what you're gonna say? Are you
you
okay?
work for the dragon?
The No. The dragon is far too stupid to employ anyone.
Who do you serve and who do you trust?
We serve the coin. However we can make coin.
Real automatically has a new best friend.
Well, unfortunately, the dragon's been preying on folks around us, and we'd like to put a stop to that.
You keep saying we. Are you not alone?
Yes, I've got the third elven army
Deception check.
waiting out in the hallway. I say
And
sarcastic.
okay, I was gonna say unless you're making it obviously sarcastic. She has during this like kicked the bedrolls of her fellow two people in this room awake. And they what? Why are you disturb? What are you doing disturbing our slumber, lass? And now you have three eyes looking at you. Who's this fuck?
Oh, is the dwarf blind in one eye?
No. Is there a joke coming?
Well, she's got two eyes.
Uh-huh.
And if there are only three eyes looking at me,
I don't recall. I may have said that and meaning three sets of eyes. So my bad, I
okay.
guess.
Yeah. I say there's absolutely nothing wrong with commerce and profit. But eating people and roasting them is bad for business.
Yeah, we're not on the side of the dragon. We're here to steal its hoard. So we try each time it flies out to take a little bit more, to search a little bit more. It comes back so quickly. We have like no time. Aye, so piss off. This is ours. Go fuck yourself. And goodbye. And what's the half giant? What are they? Soad Goliath. Sorry, the Goliath just like grunts in like agreement with the dwarf and just like goes back to like starts to go back to sleep, sensing you're not a threat or thinking you're not a threat.
Well, then I'll do nothing to disabuse him of that notion.
Okay. So what are you doing?
Back out the door, close it behind me.
As you're starting to do that, the female elf is... Why are you here?
What I said.
To... Okay, remind me, the DM, was it to kill the dragon? Is that, like, basically what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But whatever loot is here, whatever hoard the dragon has, it's ours. We were here first.
You help us, I'll advocate that to my party. Why don't you come with me and let's talk?
How many people are in your party?
Come and see. And out the door I go.
Give me a persuasion check.
And say to my folks, company coming, possibly non-hostile.
Lisa snaps to attention and gets herself all organized. Tells Bugdog to step back so she looks not threatening at all. Big smile. She's being charming.
Persuasion 17.
Okay. The book says they're all humans, but I don't fucking care. It also doesn't mention anything about being persuadable, but I'm alright with that. 17's not bad. The three of them come out the door, and I thought that I got tokens ready for them, but I didn't. So I know of a dwarf, so this is the dwarf. Let's say that did I say half orc for one of them? Or did I say, I did, didn't I?
You said half orc, but then when you said
Then
Soad,
I
I think you meant like a
Uh,
Soad Goliath type thing.
I'm gonna stick with what I said, half orc. So there's a half orc, there's a dwarf. I apparently got rid of the token for the elf thingy that I had, so we're gonna say this ghoul is the elf for now. Oh my gosh, you're gigantic. And given, if you guys want to label these things to help things out, like the ghoul is the female elf, if that helps anything. And you hear a whistle. I mean, you see the half elf starting a whistle, and you hear the whistle. Rio, you see it, everybody hears it. And that's it. You just hear the whistle. And yeah, they follow you, Rio, to meet the rest of the group.
And I say to the party, these three folks were here first, and they're interested in the dragon's hoard, to the exclusion of just about everything else, as far as I know.
Let's
accurate. Parlay.
I don't know what there is to parlay about, and this is Sarissa's destiny to kill this dragon, and these people are just in the way.
Hold on.
Necessarily in the way.
Hello,
hi,
hello.
Stop you from killing the dragon.
Sarissa.
We just want the dragon's hoard.
We are actually here to slay the dragon. That's really all we're here for. And we do have claim on the dragon's body. But if you would like to work with us, I think it might be more effective. I'm assuming we had little chit chat to find out why they're here and what they're doing and stuff.
No.
Like, what are you doing here? Okay, so let's have that conversation. So somebody fill me in. You know what were you told, or so she'll look at the she-elf or at real, like, what's their story? Do they know our story?
Was your headset not working for the last 5 minutes?
It was choppy in and out.
Oh, okay.
I heard what was said, but Sarissa doesn't know what was said. That's why I'm asking.
Well, Rio came in and said that this group has laid claim on the hoard of the dragon. And that's all. Yeah. That's all Dave said to him. That's all he said to you.
So Sarissa will say to them, like, we're just here to slay the dragon, actually.
And
so
the chick
it would
elf was
probably...
like, that's totally fine with us as long as we get the hoard.
It's all right. Tomatoes, tomatoes. So, but I think we should try to work together. I mean, how long have you been here trying to get this dragon's hoard? I don't suspect it's going to happen anytime soon unless we work together to slay this thing.
It's been a few days. The dragon goes out to hunt and comes back way too quickly for us to properly search the entire keep.
Yeah, so we were scouting it out, and our elf has told us the same. So yes, we have a rudimentary plan as far as what we could do to take care of the dragon. We don't want the dragon burned up or damaged in any way, as we have some dwarf brethren we've promised the carcass to. So, but other than that, nothing's set in stone.
What are you saying about dwarves and stone? Are you being racist?
No, but you're assuming a lot of things. I've just referred to them as my dwarven brethren. In general, I tend to not refer to others as my brethren if I don't like them. But we have promised... What were the names of those dwarves again? They had a specific name. Didn't they? They were like the Brotherhood or something.
Sure. Make it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's canon.
They had a name, so I'll just be like, so we are in a partnership with the Dwarf Brethren of something, as they apparently have a use for the dragon. So, and we she'll go into how we got some armor for our one of our compatriots and yada yada yada, and the dwarfs want the dragon scales and stuff, and and that's what we're here to do. And that's why we don't want to damage the dragon's body, because we're working with we need to get it back to these dwarves for whatever purpose they have in store for it, type thing.
As long as we have all acknowledged that whatever treasure the dragon has is ours, you will find no obstacles in myself or my compatriots.
Like, I can't accept that. I just can't accept those terms. That's not fair at all.
Yeah, so we're not going to promise anything up front. I have no problem with working it out fair and square. If there's any obviously stolen items or holy relics that just need to go back to their home, we need to, as you can see, I'm a paladin, especially if we come across something that belongs in the temple of my god. But overall, we are not selfish, we are not stingy, and we are not ultimately here for glory and gold. We need to slay the dragon, but that's all I can promise at this point.
Okay.
But we're not here to steal. We're not here to be dishonest. We're not here to take from you, what rightly should be yours. If we all work together, it's only fair, that you get. And, you've obviously good at what you do. You've made it all the way up here. So, yes, we will have a few expenses that we need to pay off. We need to, get the dragon back to the dwarves. But, I can't just promise you lock, stock, and 2 smoking barrels. Not that you know what a barrel is and a gun. That everything's yours, point blank period. We just, like I said, holy relics need to be returned and so forth and so on type things.
So as
I don't want your coin. And sure would be nice if you'd help us slay the dragon.
So as all of this is
Does
going
that
on,
sound like a fair deal?
okay, go ahead.
And Sarissa will have said, like, we weren't ultimately here for gold or anything, but, like Neil here, and we do have some expenses, and so we would like to recoup some of those losses, but gold was not our primary, treasure was not our primary objective in this mission.
All right, so now that I get a chance to talk again, you hear a boom, loud explosion, and it is roughly in this area. It's in this area, not roughly. It is in this area where I am doing my little circle thing with my little cursor thing. And when that happens, the elf chick goes invisible. And you can probably hear. Let me see what her stealth roll would be. Yeah, you can probably hear her running.
So that noise seemed to have scared her. Like she's like, I'm getting the fuck out of Dodge.
You don't know. She went invisible around the same time.
Can Sarissa quickly say to, the dwarf, like, is that a normal sound? Just real quick, like, what is going on here? Do you know?
According to where your token is, you have no idea where the dwarf was or is currently.
Well, I'm talking to the dwarf, so obviously I would be.
I'm going off where your guys' tokens are. There's a reason we have a map. You don't see anybody.
I told you we shouldn't trust these guys. We should just lock them up. We should lock them up in one of these rooms.
So the dwarf, so the elf disappeared, and the dwarf and the half orc took off running.
Also, entirely out of your eyesight.
Yeah, I saw them. They took off. I think they went through the door, one of those doors that we haven't opened.
Let's see. Well, there were 3 of them, but there are 4 horses, so there's obviously potentially a 4th party member we don't know about. Yes.
Yeah, it's true. 4 horses. You're right.
Yeah, so if we quickly look at all the horses, do they all have riding gear on them? Like they've been being, or is there 3 with riding gear and the other one is set up more like a pack horse?
The 4 horses all have just your normal standard riding gear.
Okay, so, well, it looks like they've all been ridden. Nobody's a pack mule, so there's potentially a 4th party member that we've not had. They don't seem overly aggressive, and like your average thief type, they're probably a bit sneaky. and might backstab. But
We
so
can
do
handle
we?
them.
Yeah. So do we?
I just say we consider them the enemy.
Yeah. Well, but the thing is if we don't have to fight them, it would be nice not to fight them. But perhaps we could go looking and see where the fourth party member is, and perhaps maybe those three are just the lackeys, and their boss. Maybe they're lying to us.
Neil flies over and lands on one of their horses and pulls out a dagger and puts the dagger up to the horse and goes, "Come out now, or I'm going to kill your horse."
Yeah. I don't know if
No.
that's going to work, Neil. So let's go down the hallway and see if we can't find, just we can be careful, but go and see if we can't find the fourth party member and see. And if they attack us, fine. We'll have to, deal with the situation. But
So there was no response from me threatening the horse, I take it?
Sorry, yeah, I didn't know if you heard me. I said nothing.
Okay.
All right. Well, Rio, we need to go see if we can't find these others. And did we hear any other doors open or anything, or we just heard a boom? And the chick disappeared and took off running. And then what did you see with the other two? Because I was talking with the dwarf, but did he just take off
just
running?
left. They just left. Yeah, they took off.
Yeah. Did they look afraid? Like, oh, what was that? And they took off?
I didn't really see, but I know they took off.
All right. Well, get your fire beads out also, because if we have to, we'll just burn a room with everybody in it if need be.
You have one left, right?
I think two.
The
two
beads
or three?
don't regenerate. Two? You only have one or two left, or it's a small number.
Let me check.
There was 7 originally, right? And haven't we used 3 or 4?
He used 4 or 5 at one point, I think, but
no.
Oh no! Cool. Oh, cool.
I have 3 left.
Thank you.
Yeah, because we used
back.
used and we had 3 left because remember, yeah. So, well, I suppose have those ready, Neil. Let's go and see if we can't find, all 4 of them. And if we have to, we'll just burn a room to the ground. Rio, does that sound reasonable to you?
I figure we stand a bigger chance of killing the dragon
if we have help.
If we get these folks' cooperation.
Yes.
That's my objective.
Nope, and I do agree. And overall, we're not here for gold, but I'm not just going to promise the entire thing over to them because, as I said, if there were relics or things that need to be returned, they probably should be returned. But the dragon share of the gold, and we could get some gold for our troubles, but. It seems like semantics.
They were here first.
Oh, that's true. That is true. They were here first, Neil. So perhaps.
But how am I going to write this into the song? I mean, it just
doesn't
make for a good song.
Nobody cares about the gold. Everybody's going to want to hear about who killed the dragon.
You're very creative. You can figure out how to make some fascinating stanzas.
Exactly.
Okay.
So let's just find them. They can have the gold. We're here for the dragon. That's what people care about. The dragon.
Well, if there's any magical music instruments, I want them.
Yes, I suspect they probably won't be interested in those sort of things, So, let's just go find them so it doesn't have to be more difficult than it is. And if we work together, we can hopefully just kill the dragon, and then we have an entire dragon we need to deal with. And then we don't have to... Go ahead.
Would you consider an upper bound on the cash value of relics found?
Oh, yes. Yes. So they just seem concerned with the gold, so they can have the gold.
All right. Also, roughly 2 to 3 seconds after the loud boom that would be behind Adon, where Adon's token currently is. Again, once it's right here-ish. 2 to 3 seconds after the loud boom, you would hear the roar of a dragon.
Oh,
being
come in,
alerted
Adon.
to shit.
The dragon what?
The dragon would be alerted to it. You would hear the roar. You would have half a turn or whatever to get yourselves inside, as you have done.
Did the fourth party member just go and attack the dragon while we were in here having a conversation with his compatriots?
They better not. They're gonna steal our glory. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
So does it sound like a dragon roar, like what the fuck roar, or is it more like a dragon making a noise roar? Well, when an animal or
on a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah, no, but you know what I mean. There's a difference between a startled, hurt, angry type roar versus making a noise to make a noise kind of noise from an animal or anything.
It's a dragon roar.
I'm just wondering if the fourth member of this party didn't just do something, and here come the consequences.
Y'all have been doing a lot of discussing, and I think during that discussion time, dragging Adon and Bugdob inside, I'm assuming also theoretically closing the door. But
Yep.
in that time, you would hear the landing of the dragon.
Huh.
Roughly where the explosion took place. You would hear another roar.
We should move further into the stable here and get away from the door. See if we can't find at least the three we were talking with. Driss will be saying this while we're walking in. Come on, Bugdub. And I'm just very much wondering if the fourth member of this party hasn't started a fight with the dragon.
Well, we'll find out.
Yeah. So let's walk further into the... Come on, Neil. We need to get... And Adon, get away from the door and let's go looking for the four treasure hunters.
Everybody should grab a keg of oil.
Yeah, let's do that. Like, we'll stick one on Bugdob. Sarissa will haul one. Does Rio have like a little collapsible dolly, or you know what I mean, hand truck? Like, you can get the little foldable hand trucks that to throw it on for Rio. And Adon can carry one too, couldn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we'll stick one with Adon.
It has everybody's hands tied up, but that's the plan.
Yeah.
We got to execute.
Yeah. Or we could just move them along as we go. Like I said, we're here, so we could kind of move them along and drop them as needed.
Yeah, we'll move them along with us until that is not an option anymore.
Yeah, we should probably not. Well, the good news is we don't have to worry about the dragon breathing fire on them and blowing them up, right? So, we let's go looking for the other members of this party. Is there still explosions going outside while we're working our way in?
There was only the one explosion, the one dragon roar after the explosion, and then the second dragon roar once it landed outside that stable door.
if we stop and we hold real still, do we still hear it moving around or thumping, or just it went quiet?
You can, from your vantage point, if you are where you are right now, you could probably still hear the loud breathing, some like grumbling growls.
I'm just wondering if they haven't done something to the dragon. Like, should we just try to stand and fight it right here? We'll just roll a barrel of oil down at it and see. Ooh, better yet, I wonder if we could just send one of the mules out with the. No, a mule's not gonna walk towards the dragon willingly. Just a thought. All right, should we continue in?
Yep.
Okay.
Sure.
So we'll let Rio go first, just so he can stealth. Neil, stick close by. You two are Dawn. So we can have Rio start stealthing in, so we can. I just think one of that other party did something to the dragon. So go ahead, Rio. Start stealthing. And we'll follow you.
Okay.
Neil, you'll be up here with me and Adon and Bug Dub. Like, do you want to ride on? Like, you can flit above us, maybe.
Oh, I'll stay towards the back.
Okay.
I'll roll 26.
Okay. And where are you going?
Yeah, which door? I'll move these kind of.
Well, I'd like to go back and talk to the preceding trio and get their buy-in so that they can maybe help us.
You can't see them anywhere.
So you're gonna have to walk further in to go find them, because they took off running out ahead of us the way you were going. So you need to stealth in and go find them to have the conversation. So they're not in that room. So it's, I think, in this dark area is probably they more than likely went through a door, and so if you stealth in and go looking for them.
So listen at the door.
Okay. I think your token was here, and then all of a sudden it snapped over here. But I think you're here, right? At this door?
Yep.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
You don't hear anything. Also, at this point, as the DM, I gotta say that I do not have... I did not plan for what is happening currently. So I don't have the things that I probably would need to have ready for what could be happening in the next few rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Want to take a small break?
No, it's beyond that. It's that I would need to, like...
Well, we could put a pin in it also, and then, we've got it set up, and then
we
come back
would
to it.
need to, like, restart another... Not restart, but, like, put a pin in it, pause, so that I can come up with what these NPCs are going to be doing.
These new
Yeah. Well, and we could pick another evening so we could, do it. It's not that big. Like I said, we've got a lot of the stuff out of the way, and so we can just come back to it and just pick up where we left off and just go from there.
Yeah, I need to figure out what three of these guys I totally know what they're capable of. The two of them, I need to figure out what they're capable of and what they would be doing. So.
Yeah. And there's a fourth one potentially. We don't even know. Like I said, all we know is we heard a bang and so.
So for the sake of not having this be a rollover encounter, to have it be actually something that is substantial, I do think that we should end the session tonight.
Sure. Yeah,
That's fine.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
better to do it right than to do it half-ass.
And I will do my due diligence to figure out what lies ahead.
Well, and all I can say is, leave it to us to do something where the DM's like, the fuck are you doing?
It'll
So,
be fun.
yeah.
Broke the DM. We broke the DM.
Right?
Yeah, this is
There's
actually
like
Pretty
I
much.
said, we heard a bang, there was a roar, so I just think there's a fourth party member who's off doing something, and then these guys I don't know.
If they're fighting the dragon, I'm gonna take them out. I'm gonna take him out because he's ours. The dragon is ours. It's your
Yeah,
dragon,
but
Sarissa.
If
Rio
wound
takes
the dragon,
him out, that's cool too.
yeah. So yes,
Yeah. Some things happened that I was not prepared for, and
of course, no problem.
That's my fault a little bit. A lot of it, actually, most of it. But
Yeah, it's fine.
I also kind of thought the dragon fight might just happen on the slopes.
We
But
just got lucky and stealthy.
yeah, the rolls went your way, and the dragon was adequately distracted by eating one of your mules, and
It
But
could have
even-
very well just turned into a big fight out there, and we wouldn't have even
Yeah.
had to come in.
even with that, even with still stealthing past the dragon, I think I was prepared for what could happen afterward. However, other stuff happened that I was not prepared for, and
Yep.
that's on
Oh
me.
shit. Hold on, I just accidentally closed out of Discord. So we
It's
need to
fine.
figure out when are we gonna.
My availability, as always, is extremely open.
Yes. Okay, hold on.
I know that John has other D&D he plays, so there's conflicts
Yeah.
there, and Justin has a job, so there's conflicts
Yeah.
there.
So what works for you, Justin? And John?
Just either Wednesday nights or
Wednesday works.
or we could do Sunday again, maybe
Ah,
like an hour later.
Wednesday
But
is open. Sunday is open.
I don't know if I
Let me
can
check
on.
Wednesday. I think next week, Wednesday, I have a county party meeting.
Okay, hold on. Wednesday.
Is that? No, it's after Election Day.
Yeah, it's the day after. The day after election. I've got Wednesdays
No, I
are
do
open
not.
across the board.
No, I do not.
All right.
Okay, so
we have
next
the
Wednesday?
channel. You guys can talk about scheduling in that channel. But
yeah, I'm fine
The
with
only thing
Wednesday
I
the
think I've
9th.
got locked.
It's Wednesday the 6th, isn't it?
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Corrected. Wednesday the 6th.
Oh no, I'm asking. Like, so Wednesday
It
the
is,
6th
yes.
works for me
Wednesday
just
the
fine.
6th.
John, you got cut off. What were you saying?
Wednesday the 6th works for me.
Okay.
We can pretend that
Sunday
the
works for
Civil
me.
War is not going on outside and just
Does-
play D&D.
Why?
Does this
Oh my God.
Sunday, if we start an hour later, according to somebody, does that work for everybody?
See, I don't.
Zoning regulations in Washington County forbid riot and insurrection, so I'm safe.
So
Wednesday.
long story
Um,
short, Sunday is okay for you.
I
Okay.
didn't know we were gonna on Sunday, so I need a little time to see if I can.
I don't prefer Sunday.
Okay. Do,
Yeah.
do we want to just plan for this coming Wednesday?
Yes,
Yeah,
Wednesday,
that sounds good.
Okay.
November.
I will
6th.
have-
Because I just thought we weren't gonna do any more Sundays, so I
Yeah.
was like, plan and do what you want.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that
I will
Wednesday.
have absolutely everything that I could possibly need to have ready for Wednesday, for sure.
So it's
Okay.
4 p.m. Pacific, 4 and 7
Yeah.
p.m.
Eastern.
Eastern Standard Time, because we lose the daylight savings on Sunday.
Which is
Right.
still
Well.
stupid that they haven't legislated that out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's...
Yep.
Am I allowed to call it retarded, or do I get
Mhm.
canceled for saying that? So, okay.
So same bat time, same bat channel.
Exactly.
Minus whatever
Yep.
time change, yeah.
Sweet.
Okay.
See you guys next time.
Okay.
Bye.
See you soon.
Right on.